Hi, this is Dan Pygott from Row LePage Sussex Pygott Properties, and welcome to your February market update. Now we're a month and a half into the 2026 market, and we're starting to see some trends come together and get a better understanding of what we're going to expect as we move further into the spring market. And so far, what we're seeing is the buyers have been slow to come back to the table. In fact, if you compare to last January, sales in a lot of markets are down as much as 20%, and actually in some of Greater Vancouver, it's closer to 30% year over year. Now, the listings historically are at high levels, just like they were throughout last year, but as we typically see seasonally, they dropped in December during the holidays, and it's been a little bit slow to see the listings come back here in January. In fact, a lot of the buyers we're working with are frustrated because they're seeing a lot of listings that are relists from last year, but not a lot of new product, like new options to get excited about. So I think what we're seeing is we're talking to sellers. A lot of sellers are nervous about what 2026 is going to hold and are holding on, hoping that maybe the market will be a little bit better in the later spring. What does that mean for you if you're thinking of selling? Right now is actually a pretty good time, as there's not as much competition as we may see later in the year. Buyers, be patient. There will be more product coming at some point, and value is important. There continues to be good opportunities for both buyers and sellers, but we find ourselves in a balanced market. Now, one thing I did want to address, as we came out of 2025, a lot of people are talking in the media about it's a bad market, not a good market for, to buy and sell because the prices might come down, and it's the hardest market we've been in a decade. Now, it is a different market, but I think what we're trending toward is a new normal. If you look historically in the real estate market in Vancouver, going back decades, there are times when the market is relatively flat with modest gains and modest decreases in pricing. Over the long term, real estate is a good thing to hold, and everybody needs a home. So make sure, don't read into the hype that it's a horrible market. It's not a horrible, it's just a shifting market. So we have to get used to the new normal, and it's okay for properties to sit on the market for a while, and buyers have a little bit more power to negotiate than they've had in the past. So at any rate, if you have any questions about what your home's worth, more specifics about specific property types or areas, certainly reach out. I'm here to work with you. Look forward to talking to you, and we'll be back again next month with your next update.